going to show you how to design your own encryption method, library, or function to use within your project. It's sometimes best practice, like how this is done within your capacity to avoid loopholes within your system or unforeseen circumstances. It is better you know how your encryption method work, how your encryption system work, rather than trusting someone else library, something that they can reverse at the end of the day. Now I'm going to use JavaScript. If you have basic knowledge of general programming, you can know how to transcript the method, the functioning in another programming language, and that will help you out. And for some of us already understand how encryption works, the symmetric kind of two-way shifting method, the likes of Ali and Bob, or Bob's and Ali. I'll show you how to design an encryption system that you can use within your project. Now, you'll start from by adding, let me say, encrypt. So encrypt.js. Okay. Now, for me to run this file, let me just try. Hold on. Let me just try run a simple npm init. So I'll be able to be doing my npm run easily. Now, you can open this and add my start script and do more of node and encrypt. If you like, you add the extension, depends. So alright, back, I can clear my screen to say npm start. It actually shows nothing. And if I say log dot hello, sorry, I'm trying to look at my screen at the same time typing, and I try it again, it shows the hello. Okay, so we can now start our tutorial, how this works. Now basically, what you need is just you need few functions to handle these tasks. For instance, hold on, I don't joke with it. Alright, I'll add this code on the GitHub. You can copy it at the end of the day. Okay, let's say you have a string like test to be encrypted. You're expecting to have like something in this nature, then you can decrypt it to have the test at the same time. And there are some encryption system that it can only match upon, but I can't reverse it. I don't want to go deep for now, but let's stick to what we are out for today. The first function I would like to write is convert my strings to ASCII codes array. Then have a function. Let me say name is string. Add the string ASCII. Okay. Since I'm gonna return array, let me make it look more. And I can type strings here. This is allowed because I use small letter. Right? Now let me show you something. You see this table? It's a kind of the global standard character system. This is what you can use to build a keyboard for those that are into hardware. You can use this to punch a character to the system by sending the number representing the characters. You check here, you have 65, 66, 67, 68, and all of this already hard coded in every operating system, provided the system have a font drawing system. They have this number included already. You might see this sign different in another system, but the number remains the same because the number doesn't change, but the sign might change because of the font system you are using. Yeah, so what we are trying to achieve is that the character you're going to supply to this system to have a function at the end of the day, you should be able to have to pull out this number representing each character. And if you take a look at, there is no character on your keyboards that are not here, and also hexadecimal, the draw character that is not even present here. Sometimes they draw it and you'll be seeing Chinese, you'll be seeing different symbols. So let's go back to our coding environment. Now take a look at, let's see, you supply this guy. Let's say you send this data, you pass this data as param to this function. Now at first we need to check if our string is safe. I love commenting, check on string state. If not, I can do if now string or string the length equal to 0. Let me make it small. Then you can return array. Then if nothing happened, continue. I think that works. Now let's have an array declared here to hold our compacted string in it, and you can get hold back to the string, and it's not an array, so I just have to split it, passing this empty, this null character. It will help you break down the character. Now I'm going to use for each loop to that's my problem with VS Code. You do too much. So we have for each, and we maintain a single character. Now we can deal with every character that is in the string. Then remember our local variable here. You can push whatever you're going to design. It's easy to capture the ASCII code of every character by get hold of the character, and you do character, the character code at 0. So I want the first one, and here you can return string character. Now this 0 being the first character, the ASCII number should be out. For instance, you have ABC, ABS, it will return the ASCII code of A. If I say 1, it will return the ASCII code of B. If I say 2, it will return the ASCII code of S. So, but I want, since I'm dealing with just a single character, dealing with 1, then I loop through. You can minimize this function, but for the sake of beginners, I don't want to make it a straight line function. It's easier to run it. You can also convert the code first before you pick up the numbers. Depends how you want to achieve it. Let's test this thing and see how it works. Let's say I have just basic text. Let me copy this function and put it here. Right, so I say come and save my data. Let me run it again. Now we have this value here: 67 for C, 79 for O, 77 for M, then 69 for E. I think this function works perfect. Now for every encryption there must be a reverse engineering attached to it. So if I already converted to ASCII, we need to take it back from ASCII to how the code was before, how the character was before. Now we do from ASCII array to join string. Now you do a function underscore. In the function that I put underscore, I'm trying to tell you that that function is private. In case for some of you that already have interest in building this as a library for yourself, you don't put this function out. But regardless, since I'm targeting array to be supplied to this system at the end of the day, I just have to annotate it to be array, And don't forget to check if your array is empty or the array length is 0. Okay, array 0, then you can return empty array. Else, continue positively. It's kind of the same method, but we are going to reverse what we've done before. Go to our params, then it's already an array. We'll go straight to for each. Our single character here, then don't forget to introduce a local variable. You say string array. Let's have similar thing to what we had before. Just define the type, and the string array. Now you can say string array dot push the code. Now you have a global scope, like have a global function as strings, and it comes from the compiler already, part of the language. Now from character code, the single character code you have in, you pass through it, and it will help to convert it back to how it was before. But sometimes this single character might be strings, and this thing is expecting you to pass a number. To pass a number. So something I do is to convert it, to pass it to kind of to format it very well, to make sure that the type is match. Now here I can return string array dot join, meaning whatever you break and you put together, join them as a single string. Now let's test this guy here, whether it's working as expected. And I paste this. It's not gonna work. Let me copy this. For this scenario already. Hey, scenario already, and I put it here. Okay, and I do start. It's converted back to com. Wow, beautiful. So we need to proceed. We've already done converting our string to ASCII code, then take it from ASCII code back to the normal string it was. Now let's talk about salt. Salt and sugar. I love this particularly. For those of you that know what is private key in cryptography, encryption, what is key. There are some encryption system that does one way. They help you to convert your strings to another characters, and they help you to reverse it as well, to match upon, to see whether the string is equal to what they've given you. And some of these guys, you can reverse their system, like SHA-1, MDB5. You can reverse their system because it's kind of one-way direction, kind of easy symmetric. But in this system, we are trying to make sure that no one else can decode your encrypted characters except you. So by introducing salt, sorry, I didn't get the spelling well. By introducing salt, it's not a kind of prefix or suffix you attach to a character just to deceive attacker, not to understand what you are trying to represent. Now we're going to build a system. Very, very simple something. You don't need to worry about that. Alright, you'll know what you're gonna see. Now let's say I have underscore salt gen. Let me comment this for now. Like salt generator, pass on a single number and make it a function. Don't forget to check. Don't forget to check. Or your s length equal to 0. Then we are expecting a number at the end of the day, so we don't want to bother ourselves to return array. Just return a number. If nothing happens, just give us 0. Now as you continue, then what I'm trying to achieve here is whatever salt number you provide, I'm going to put it together, calculate it together, then come up with an algorithm that will implement our shifting method. Because this algorithm of encryption, I'm going to focus on shifting method, right hand. I'm not going to do left. Then we have a lot. Some of them are personal implementation to yourself. We have left, right, shifting method. We have multiplication, manipulation, divisions. We have a whole lot of them. But when you're trying to make it complex. I'm just trying to give you basic knowledge about it. Then from there, you can drop a comment. If I'm available to help, I come in for you. Now, this is the question. Let's say my salt, I supply kind of salt like this, and I want to get a salt in. Now, this is what I'll do. I've already checked if my